What is up, you guys? It's Jake from Adventure Time, bringing you a pretty great game of Kill Confirmed on the map of Seatown. And a lot of commentators have already done this sort of commentary where they talk about the good and the bad of Modern Warfare 3. And I figured I'd join along and do the same thing, my thoughts on the game and stuff like that. Now, I want to warn you guys, I did not have a good connection this game, and the theater mode shows some stuff that didn't really happen. Like, if you see me shooting at a wall, and you wonder how I got that kill, that's because on mine, I wasn't really shooting at the wall. That's just what Call of Duty figured it would show you. But, anyway, to the point of this commentary, like what I already said earlier, the theater mode, I'm going to start out by talking about the bad in this game. Don't get me wrong, I really like this game, and the good definitely outweighs the bad. But, like all games, it's going to have its flaws. But the bad, I think the main thing is theater mode. Black Ops, the theater mode seemed better to me, because, like, not only could you spectate better over people, but, like, it seemed, like it was actually showing you what you were doing. Where on this, it might show me shooting somewhere where I wasn't shooting, or there's one point that I'll point out later where, on mine, it's actually just coming up here in a minute. On mine, I climbed up this stepladder thing to see who was in the building, then I climbed back down. Actually lagged off the ladder because of my connection, but anyway. But on the theater mode, it just shows me running into a wall. And there's one time where I just, like, lagged really badly when I was in my Predator missile. And this is just, like, a warning, a heads up for that. And it canceled me out of my Predator missile, and then it didn't let me call it in again. But it kind of shows that in the theater mode. But that is, like, the biggest problem with this game for me, because if I want to record my games and put them up on YouTube, and I want to record them out of the theater mode, I want to know what really happens. The shotguns also aren't the best on this game, not like I expected. I'm saying that as I'm using a shotgun. But if you know what you're doing, you can work with a shotgun to make it what you want it. Like, if you add extended mags to it, that helps a lot because you can shoot more, have to reload less. And the damage and the range proficiency really help and give it the damage that it needs. But the only the only shotguns that I will ever use is the striker, and I guess very rarely I'll use a Spaz 12, but I'm pretty much done with that. Like, but yeah, if you know what you're doing with a shotgun, you can definitely make it work. Then another big problem I have with this game is Assassin. I think Assassin is just a perk that is so not fair. Like, as Nathan said in his commentary, if you didn't already see that, you should watch that. But, like, anything you throw out at Assassin, they will not care. UAV, no one, like, they don't care about the UAV. Counter UAV doesn't affect them. EMP doesn't affect them. Portable radar doesn't affect them. I just think that's completely not fair. Like, Ghost, I didn't like on Black Ops. But Assassin, I think that's worse. It's just completely not fair. And then the last bad thing that I wanted to talk about is the death streaks. I think that I definitely was shooting towards that guy the whole time. I was not shooting at that door. But anyway, the death streaks I don't really like in this game. I use hollow points because I think that that's, like, the least noobish. But, like, final stand, I don't really like when people use. Like, you shoot them a bunch of times, and then all it gives them from getting shot is it lets them get down, get harder to hit, but still be able to shoot you just as easy, and that is so not cool. And also Dead Man's Hand. Like, if you're anywhere near them at all when they go into Dead Man's Hand, they'll blow you up. That is definitely like twice the radius of a regular C4. I don't think that's cool at all. But anyway, now on to the good. This game is like the best FPS ever. Like, don't think I was complaining that whole part I was talking about the bad. I definitely really like this game. Trust me, I play it quite a bit. But, like, pretty much everything that I didn't already talk about is good. Like, the perks are good. I like all the new perks they added, like Marksman, if you, that can be helpful. I like the order of the perks, where you can, like, what perks are in perk 1 should be in perk 1. I like that. Here's the Predator missile I lag out of, by the way. Like, at the end, I just suddenly lag, and then it'll show me, like, flying through this box. Not sure why. But yeah, that's just because of a mix between my lag and the theater mode on here. Anyway, the perks that are in perk slot 1 should be in perk slot 1, etc. The kill streaks are really good on this. The 3 strike packages was a great idea. The stealth bomber, though, I don't think that should be in support. I think that should be an assault kill streak, but not like 13, obviously. But that shouldn't be in support in my opinion. But I really like the kill streaks. I like specialists. That's a cool idea. I just don't use it that much. I'm mainly assault. But I think that they did a good job with the kill streaks, and the guns are cool. I like that there's a good gun in pretty much every category, at least one. Like the PP90 and the P90 and even the MP7 are pretty good SMGs. I prefer the PP90. The shotgun, I know that I was talking about the shotguns earlier, but if you know what you're doing, you can make the striker work. LMG, if you're an LMG sort of guy, then the PKP is a pretty good weapon. Assault rifles, there's a bunch of them. Type 95 is pretty powerful, a little bit too much, but it's still cool. It has its downsides too. The ACR is good for fully auto. There's a bunch of good assault rifles. But I like the way that they did that. Also the maps. Yeah, like, sorry, I'm behind, but that point that just happened, I like shot at him so many times, but I was also like frozen at the same time. So the lag really messed me up there. Right before, a couple kills before. I think I have Pavlo set in this class. But the maps I think are really good on this game. They're I just like the setup of almost every map. For some reason, hard hat, a lot of people like that. I just can't do good on that map, so I try my hardest to stay away from hard hat, but that's pretty much the only map I have a problem with. There are a couple that I don't love, but I generally like the maps on this. Now, like, one of the biggest things, improvements to this game that I can think of right now is, the other game modes that they added. Like, Kill Confirmed is pretty much all I play. It's just such a great game mode. I really like the strategy and stuff behind Kill Confirmed. And I really like that game mode. That was like my favorite addition to this game. Then Drop Zone. That's a cool game, I guess. I don't play it a lot just because when you don't really get too many points. It seems like you do when you're getting 20 points a second, but you don't really get too many points. And I don't know. It's like I really like fast pace, but that I think is a little bit too fast pace, over the top. But Kill Confirmed is really cool. Then this game's closing, so I'll try and hurry. But Call of Duty Elite, that's also something I like. If you sign up for Call of Duty Elite, there's such good information and stuff you can get. So that was something cool. I like Call of Duty Elite, and that's just with a free version that I have. Like, I can only imagine what the paid version gives you. But that pretty much wraps us up. I get sniped here in just a second. I don't like when people snipe on Kill Confirmed, unless they're like running around, like not completely camping. But here there's this guy camping up in the building, and I get sniped for my final death. But that is pretty much the end of this game. Watch this final kill cam. This guy dies in 2 shots from the PP90. I think that is... And, like, it wasn't in his face either. But anyway, thanks for watching this video. That's it. Tell me how you liked it, and see you guys later.